Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dominions for Multiplayer Showdown, episode 20, turn 31. My name is Sabouts and I'm here with the Ashen Empire. Let's begin getting our turn rolling here. Not a whole lot going on. We got some lictors spawned back in as usual. Searched for some magic sites, didn't find any. Proclamation from Man. He's just naming a new prophet. And there was the battle, where I moved a load of forces last turn into a province in the water owned by Shanu. We can watch the battle and see how that went. Wow. That is one heck of an undead army. Let's see how we actually do. Oh, he moved all his forces out of it. So all the big army of guys that were here aren't here anymore. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for a cool battle. Yeah, he's over here now with his kappas. Wow. That's a terrifyingly large undead force. Okay, so the main reason I wanted to do that was because I think I should have these water provinces. I feel they are rightfully part of my kingdom. I do know that, wow, Fado looking like they're getting pretty beat up. I do know Shanu's pretty upset about this move because he sent me a message. I don't think he's upset. I think he was just kind of somewhat concerned because it's a pretty large army moving in there. But I went ahead and let him know that I really just want these water provinces. This isn't, because he was kind of concerned it was going to be some sort of invasion like into his territory. But as of right now, it really isn't my plan. I just want these water territories just because it secures my kingdom, and especially this one secures my capital just a little bit more, which has been kind of a goal for me, and that's why these two are really hot on my radar. Now we've got a coral reef here. Produces some resources. Does me no good, but it does produce a little bit of water gems. Maybe a little bit of trading power there. Alright, taking a look at everything else, we've got all of our lictors. As usual, we'll throw them down there. Rest of these undead units can probably stay up here and be used later to flesh out other forces. But we are kind of building some other places here and using the Mound Kings to help move undead forces into better formations, which is something I kind of brought up doing last time. I think it's a good idea. So we'll kind of do that so he can move back. We can even go ahead and do this, because this commander was just going to have nothing but like a big cavalry unit, because I think that's kind of where I'm going with that. So these can all go up here and wait till I reinforce my other armies, but we've got a good standing army here. Because I'm pretty sure, let's see. Another Mound King, so that just keeps happening. Another one here. Wow, we're getting a lot of Mound Kings. It's not a bad thing, though. It does help us move forces around, so I can kind of do this. Bring him up this way. We did search for a magic site here. We didn't find one. Kind of bummed out about that. Do I want to leave this force here or move it into here? I think we'll move here and then move around back, right? There's nothing there, and I don't expect any resistance, so I could leave my Lich King here to do a quick sweep of the area and make sure there's nothing too crazy. His Fodl here is getting pretty beat up. I should send my scout down this way so I could see what kind of province down here, but at the same time I kind of want to see, I wish I had another scout. Where were the scouts? Can I buy some more? I think there's other units I can summon, right? And technically, oh, here's some scouts, okay. It's kind of a waste of gold though, and we need the gold for more fortress, which we haven't even decided where we want to build the next one. 800, so we are kind of heading that way. I think these provinces are getting taken over by Shanu. Well, here's what I could do then. I can move these forces back, right? By doing that, and how big are these forces? They're decent size. I could use those to maybe move over into here and capture some of this land, because I feel that a lot of this land over here is somewhat rightfully mine, especially provinces I once held, which are these two here. And I need a throne. I don't know what kind of throne this one is. I can't see. But I want that throne, and I think I deserve it. I want to go up and see if I can find Shanu's army, but I'm starting to think maybe it's down here. I see some units here. Crossbowmen. Maybe not, so he must be training crossbowmen. Well, I can come up this way. From this province, I can drop down or go further north, depending on what I'm dealing with. I should send Sfadl a message and see how he's doing. He hasn't messaged me for help against Shanu, which I was somewhat expecting, but maybe he didn't want to. Okay, why don't you stay here then? And just leave those units there if we're going to make that move. Into there, and I should bring units from nearby in. Well, actually, no. Go ahead and make that move, because you can grab up all the units from here and bring them back down, and I can re-flesh out these armies here before I send them off to do battle off over here. Which means you can take all of this. Like that. And move, oops. Oh, they can't travel underwater because you've got this unit. He's not for that. As for these areas... Actually, you know what? No. He can't move from here to here. I wish they could. It'd take me another turn, which isn't a bad thing, right? Because I'm going to wait a turn anyways, because I want to see what information my scouts get. So I'm going to wait one turn before I make any moves onto these provinces. But, okay, with that being said, I've got a Mound King here. I had unloaded troops from him to these ones. Now... I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to load troops onto him. Troops that can go underwater. This is one thing with air moors. It's a little bit of micromanaging with your troops, because they're constantly spawning in all sorts of different provinces and different types of troops. So you got to kind of deal with that, but it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, Plague Soul. Where are you? There you are, buddy. Well, we can move you down this way. This one seems to be producing more than this one, correct? No. Well, yeah, we can move down here anyways because he can grab up more troops and move up this way. Okay, so what's going to happen? These two guys move into here. They're going to wait a turn. This guy's going to move troops down into there. He's going to move into here. This guy going to move up here. He's going to grab troops from here. This guy move in here, grab troops from here, move into here, wait another turn, and then I'll have a decent-sized army built up. I already got a pretty good-sized army, but I'll have an even bigger army between these two forces. And we can plan our next attack. Now I should have them bring some lictors with them, right? Because I've got the lictors and they're fairly powerful units. And I should have some priests as well. So let's go ahead and definitely set up to have more lictors. So we will not research. Cast ritual spell. Revive lictor, revive lictor, revive lictor. That leaves me 14 death gems. Everybody else still reanimating. If we go into army setup here, I do have some extra lictors. So let's grab a good chunk of these guys. Like so. Throw them on here. Set battle order. We'll just put attack, closest enemy, and guard commander. And set these guys near the front. Like so. And then we'll have more lictors coming, but this army will be ready to go. And if we're going to move this guy out, we might as well bring some more forces with him. But this army in particular, and I'm going to leave the cavalry here though because I want them for my cavalry My actual cavalry units. These guys won't be able to move into the water, though. Or this guy, anyways, because he's got the lictors, and he's not amphibious himself. But that's okay. Which one is he again? Rend. Because we can... I'm assuming we'll probably go straight for the throne, so I'm going to probably reach out to Asphodel and email, and I'll let you guys know next turn what he says. But I'm going to reach out to him and see how he's doing. If he's alright, does he need help? Is there anything I can do to help? Because we're kind of allies near the beginning and we fell off, but I'd like to kind of maintain something there. So I'll reach out to him, and I kind of told Shanu that I was only taking these 2 water provinces, but I'm starting to think that these provinces are looking pretty tasty, especially a throne here and here. I'm not sure how big his army is or if I can take it. My whole force, probably. Maybe. Okay, let's grab Rend and we'll move him here then. I'm going to assume I'll be going for this province so I can go for the throne. It's got a big population too, which is nice. Yeah, so that's probably what I'll do. And with that being said, so we've got that planned out. These guys are moving. They're set to defend. I don't know what he's going to do with these guys. I don't think he'll move them back. I will go ahead and put 1 province defense in there. I kind of want to leave these guys here. Because the Lich King can go ahead and do a quick searching for magic sites. And prevent these guys from maybe doing something crazy like coming back up. But I'm assuming they're going to go through and take the rest of these water provinces. And he'll just keep moving them through and taking more water provinces. So I'll go ahead and set the Lich King to... I'll set him to defend with the Lich King and just set him to search for magic sites for now. And then I'll move him up here next turn. And I'll reach out to Agartha and see what he wants me to do with this province. If it's something I can take or... Vanheim's got these 2. Yeah, I want to see if that's something I could take or what. Yeah, I don't want to spend for that gold. 25 gold for 1 scout doesn't really feel like it's worth it for me. But I really could use a second scout. Keep sending this one up this way to see how Asphodel's doing and send another scout over off into here to give me some battle report, like some idea of what I'm facing off in this kind of uncharted territory. But, I don't know. I'm going to want to take a priest with me as well. So I'm going to want a priest to go into this area so he can follow the lictors and do some blessings. They're all pretty busy. Reanimate Solus. Can you do something a little bit better than that? Oh, you're reanimating a decent amount of them, though. That's where I'm getting the Solus warriors from. Why don't you... No. Why don't you reanimate... Just go ahead and reanimate some long dead warriors. How is the research doing, by the way? We're ways off from enchantment 5. So we've got 14 gems. What do we spend them on? What do we spend them on? We could use some more priest. We've got a decent amount right now. Could always recruit some, but it really doesn't feel like it's worth it for me. I'd need a temple anyways. I don't have any temples except for here, and I can't recruit here. Because it's my main capital. I had some temples that got torn down. I'm not going to spend the gold for it now. I'd much rather get another fortress up. And I still haven't decided where. Probably here. Here would really be awesome too. Or I put it on one of the thrones, which would be perfect. I'm assuming there's probably a fortress here and probably one here. Now that I think about it. Having one on the throne would be perfect. So maybe that's what I'll save for then, is put a fortress on this throne. So I should definitely... take a priest with me. Probably this guy. What is he set to do right now? Unholy power, unholy blessing, unholy protection. Let's take him, but we'll change this up. We'll go ahead and do unholy blessing right out the bat for our lictors. Unholy protection. Oop. Yeah, that's a good one too. And we'll go with no, not a blessing. I want the power, and then I want another protection. Make sure he's set to just cast spells. Okay, we'll move him there, and I probably should take another priest. Maybe not. Maybe we won't worry about it. We'll save the rest of them because they're reanimating, and we probably want to save them so that way we can have them for future large battles, because eventually Agartha, Vanheim, Shanu, somebody's gonna get rowdy and try to take me on, and when that time comes, I want to make sure I have as many forces as I can. So I don't want to get too nuts and start blindly throwing units away. I still got to play conservative, just like in the beginning. By the beginning, I mean the beginning of when I actually started trying hard, so I didn't die. Yeah, we don't need a Bane. Revenant. Yeah, Twice Born, that's a good one, but only for, like, it only matters. We could do a spectator, though. We probably need another one. I mean, I'm half tempted to go for like a bishop, or... Well, we can't get the bishop, but we could get an acolyte. I don't know if I need another priest right now. I'd like to get another priest with my other army, though. So maybe I do revive an acolyte, and I send so that way that army's got 2 acolytes, because it's pretty important making sure I've got blessings, unholy power, and the protection, because if I get people doing banish, I need to try to mitigate that as much as possible. Shades are pretty good too, but... the Black Servant, creature made out of solid darkness. Oh, we could get that. It'd be like having another scout. Yeah, why don't we do that, actually? And if we still got the 9, we could either hold on to them, or instead I could go without 1 casting of Lictor, right? And instead, let's just set them... That gives me 12. So we'll just give up 3 lictors to be able to get 1 more spectator for researching, and maybe casting more spells down the line, because I have been mentioning that I do need to get some more, so I can push researching along a little bit better, get some level 5 here. But again, it's not going to help us if we don't got the gems coming in, so we need to have the gems coming in. So we need to keep doing magic site searching, but we're doing it. He's going to search. We'll come up here, we'll have him do a search there. He searched. He didn't find anything in this province. Is there anything he could go search? Not really. And these 2 will already get searched. So he'll just stay here, and he'll move with the army, which is good, actually, because we could probably use him. He's got raised skeletons now, and I don't think there's anything else here that's that. There's raised dead, but it's going to be soulless and other stuff. That's raised skeletons, I think, is a little more useful. Yeah, flaming arrows. What I would give to be able to do flaming arrows. Is he my mage with my fire skill? He's got 1, but I've got 1 with 2 right here, and I am ways away from getting anything with that. He should do something while he's here, though, right? But I guess he can't. So we'll just leave him there. Could move him into here since that's where everybody's moving. Well, I got units moving into here, so they'll be fine. Okay, well, guess I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, since I don't really see much else going on. So just a quick recap again. We're all organizing forces here because we're going to make a hit somewhere over here so we can push through and claim more territory off over here in this area. We're going to sit here for a turn, defend, just to see what these guys do. I think they're going to push farther away. I don't think he's going to hit me. He would not be able to kill me. There's no way. After seeing that army, I mean, there's a lot here, so seeing that army in the battlefield. But yeah, so we'll defend here, and then we'll send our army up and take this real quick. And then we'll do some searching there. But we do have the coral reef now, which is good. And then just consolidating forces and building up our undead armies and trying to organize them a little bit, which is tricky to do actually, but coming to that together nicely nonetheless. I'm pretty happy with a lot of these. And then we're going to create a black servant because I do want to get a scout maybe off over here before I make my move, just to see if there's a fortress here, see what kind of army, if there's an army down here somewheres. And that way, with that being said, then I can keep this scout coming up this way, which is really what I ultimately want to do, is keep coming up this way and seeing where Asphodel is and how much is left of him. Because if he's almost dead, I'll probably do what he did to me and just start eating up whatever provinces he's got down here. And then I'll reach out to Agartha and see if he's going to give me this. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed this one, and I look forward to seeing you next time.